Alright, then just sit there, huh?
You can go whenever.
Hi everybody and welcome to my New Year's update. It's been 6 months, can you believe it? And I am still trusting God for all the funds I need to go to San Luis Obispo, my new campus. I would love to share with you some highlights from December and let you know how I've been and what you can be praying for. As I mentioned, I have been going for 6 months, and what's been so cool about this journey I've been on is that I've seen some amazing things. One of the coolest things I saw was in December, just recently. Are some of you guys familiar with the Winter Conference? You guys know what that is? Well, it's this crazy conference where like 900 students from all over the nation, they come together and talk about, sing about, just worship God. It's from the 28th of December to the 1st. And I was so excited to have the privilege to go. And so I'm there and it's the last day and I'm really excited about it. And I felt like the end of the day, God was really just tugging on my heart. We'd heard a message about what it means to share the gospel and do it boldly. And all of a sudden I started thinking of one of my best friends. Her name is Monica, and I knew her a long time ago when I was like a little kid. And we were friends all the way up to high school. And then when I moved, we kind of fell apart, you know. I moved and we just never got in touch again. And for some reason, God was just putting Monica on my mind. Like, why don't I ever talk to her again? Why don't I ever make an effort to share the gospel with her? Because I really don't know if she's saved or not. And so I thought to myself, well, gosh, why don't I do something about it now? And I said, well, why don't I call her? So I called her. Come on. And it was awesome. And I started talking to her again, and I was like, wow, how have you been? And she was telling me all the things she was going through. And she said, you know, Jenny, I think things have been good, but I really need a job. And I said, really? And I said, can I pray for you? And she's like, well, yeah, I guess so. And I was like, okay, cool. I'd love to pray for you. As you can sit with me, I'll tell you more about it. Little did I know that praying for Monica would make huge changes in her life. So the very next day, okay, she Facebooks me. And she goes, Jenny, you wouldn't believe what happened. I'm like, okay, I'm reading on. And she says, I went to put my resume out and I got accepted for a job. And then the next thing she says, she goes, I'm convinced it was because of you. And I'm sitting there and I'm reading it and I'm like, oh my gosh, God, you did a work in her life. And I respond, I say, no, Monica, I'd love to take the credit, but it's because of God. I believe 100% that God really wanted to use me to impact her life. That's just one of the things that I've been experiencing. And as I mentioned before, I am still in Tempe, Arizona. I am still in the process of finding ministry partners to help join me. The Cal Poly SLO kids, they have just started their newest semester of school. And so it's really important that I get there. I'm praying hard that I would be fully funded by January 23rd. I know, sounds a little crazy, right? Well, I really believe that's a date that God's put on my heart, and He can do anything He wants. I'm at 56% of my goal, so that would mean half of it we need to come in the next 3 weeks. And you know what? I think God's just big enough to do that. Please be praying that I continue to find people that are excited about what I'm doing, and that I continue to grow closer to God through this whole journey. Okay? Signing off, and I hope to see you in the nearest future. Take care. Bye-bye.